It's the NFL on EA Sports, and this one features Josh Jacobs. He comes in fourth in the NFL in rushing touchdowns this year. It's the Packers and the Lions, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of the year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you kind of got to this point in the year. November, December football. That's really where teams separate themselves from the pack, and that's where playoff pictures start to unravel. That's where there's a little bit more clarity between the haves and the have-not.
The punter, Jack Fox, handling the kickoffs. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the pack, and here comes Jordan Love. Fifth season quarterback, but Greg, just his second as a starter, waited his turn and had a really good first year as a starter.
One thing that was pretty evident when we had a chance to talk to him, Mike, is this guy, he just wasn't satisfied with his individual performance. They came away with the win, and that was great. But one area that seems to continue to hold him back is that he's predetermining where he goes with the ball. Not only did it lead to the 2 interceptions, but it leads to some missed opportunities as the play unfolds. He could have had more touchdown output if he would have just gotten off that first read and found the open man. He got away with it last week. He doesn't want to make a habit of trying to get away with it every week. He needs to clean that up, especially if he wants to come away with a win here today.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Love. That's hard! And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Dobbs headed in motion. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. We'll go play action with Love. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Here's Love. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way. Every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Packers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Lions, led by Jared Goff, chanting his name during the playoffs in 2023 in Detroit. Far cry from the trade from the Rams to the Lions, second in the league in passing a season ago.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. 3rd down and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. That's a gain of 18 yards.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And they are not gonna catch him. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kick is good. Makes the score Lions 7, Packers 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. The Packers offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Second and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Catch is made by Romeo Doubs. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Now Love, and that is incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
4th down.
They'll go for it. Love. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has 2 options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
The Lions offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set for this next possession. And he's been as involved as anyone in the league in the middle part of the season, the NFL leader in receiving yards to this point. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 15.
When you throw on the Detroit Lions tape, Mike, I mean, of course, we all know who Amon-Ra St. Brown is, but the best thing about his game is there's really nothing he doesn't do at a high level. Make difficult catches, move the chains, but he's also that big play elite receiver that everybody's looking for. Top 5 in catches, yards, and touchdowns a season ago.
Here's 2nd and 9. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. In motion, Peoples-Jones. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. That's caught, left side, it's complete. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for a Lions 1st down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's Goff. That pass caught by Amon-Ra.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Goff. He's got his man, Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. That one, take it in. Touchdown, Detroit.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand. Let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Badgley's extra point is good. And the Lions extend their advantage to 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Dobbs headed in motion. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Nice pickup there by Jacobs, and I really like this signing this offseason, Mike. I mean, with the departure of Aaron Jones going to Minnesota, they know how important that backfield is alongside Jordan Love. Can he help this Packers offense take that next step forward? And certainly done his part so far. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And a good run there on 2nd down. A pickup of 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now, Goff. And that is incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Goff hooking up with his tight end Laporta, and they give the Lions a 1st down.
Nice 1st down pickup there by Sam Laporta, the 2nd-year tight end out of Iowa. And you talk about having a breakout rookie campaign, Mike. I mean, to make the Pro Bowl as a rookie at the tight end position is no easy feat. He kind of burst onto the scene as the Lions found themselves in the NFC Championship. I had a chance this summer to spend some time with him at our TEU, kind of our tight end-only camp that I run with Kelsey and Kittle in Nashville. And seeing him work up close and personal, you can see why, even though he's a young player, he's had the level of success that he's had only 2 years now into his career.
So after one, it's the Lions who have the early lead. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a